Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to Mila's Best Life Lately and the pod Desktop Vanity. I hope we're doing fabulous today. Today's topic, I'd love to get straight into it. It's all about curating your best 2026, and we're going to be talking about a laundry list that I deeply love of chic living habits to bring into 2026. And girl, I got quite a bit. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. And I will try not to cut anything out because I do want to make this a bit more of a exclusive episode. So on YouTube, you guys might get half of it, and also on Spotify you might, but this is with Castle Economics, which is my selfish self-care homemaking and hosting Substack section, where it's reframing homemaking and hosting as a form of self-care, and it's all about curating your cozy chic dream life, which is so fantabulous, which is what brings me in here with you today. So I thought we should take advantage of the fact that this girl has never been to therapy and has only had a life coach since she was 14 up until now, and see what we gotta say and see if you maybe found some new habits you cannot wait to bring into 2026. I also just want to set down my mic for a second to show you my mocktail of the evening. She is a perfect mocktail for this Castle Economics talk. She is a smoky, minty, tart, cranberry mocktail martini. And why is she smoky? And why is she frothy? Well, don't mind me, but I will tell you why. Basically, I put a little bit of paprika in it. So when I shook it with ice, it was partly cranberry, partly filtered water because the cranberry juice is too tart, a little bit of white wine vinegar to help with cholesterol, and a few mint leaves bruised. And I shook that heavily with ice and a little bit of paprika. So therefore there was this slight tang, there's sweetness, this freshness, this bite, and a little bit of smokiness. And I like to take a collagen powder and like a minuscule amount of water or milk or something and make a froth on it, and I could get it to be really, really fluffy. You've probably seen that when I've made my mocha martini, which is fabulous, and I can confidently say this is delightful. This is delightful. And I designed this cocktail concept, this mocktail, to help me with sleeping because mint and cranberry are fabulous for nighttime routines, and a little bit of paprika just for flavor. So that might have counteracted any type of, sweetness or sleepy time goodness that it could have happened. I would love to get straight into my beautiful laundry list of chic living habits. If you do not know, this is going to be your sneak peek to Castle Economics that I love to give out. Castle Economics is a subscriber exclusive section on my Substack. It's about selfish homemaking and hosting, reframing it as self-care rather than serving others, especially the opposite gender, which is really great as women for us to reclaim that back as a way to take care of ourselves and the people we care about in our lives, and to know that we can get that back tenfold. It's the energy work, and we have to treat it more as a choice rather than labor, and that's us reclaiming it. It's also, Castle Economics is about curating your dream cozy life, which I'm all about, especially when it comes to curating a chic cozy life. So I'm very stoked. I have my essential oil diffuser going on, my sunrise alarm clock, my Stanley. Maybe we should stop with the dilly-dallying and get straight into our gorgeous list of chic living habits to bring into 2026. Okay, so number one is actually folding your pajamas together into matching sets, whatever sets you can seem to match up with, maybe even styled if you don't have matching sets. So therefore, they're already there in your drawer, so you could just pluck them out and immediately get ready. I also think it's okay to wear your PJs like at least twice or three times before changing to new PJs to sleep in, unless otherwise. I'm someone who probably wears them at least twice before changing to new ones. I don't do laundry very quickly, obviously, which is something I must work on. But I find this to be not just freeing, but it just makes your life feel curated. It's like, oh my gosh, I feel like a princess. In fact, you are also not just a princess, you are also a butler. And the butler was time. And the butler was you remembering something so you didn't have to remember then, which is great. Automation, I think, is the most amazing form of like princess treatment you can get, which requires princess behavior. Number two is really fun. Number two is actually planning outfits with an app and planning your outfits for the week. I can do that with an app like the Alta app. I use that all the time. I've been very pleased with it. And it also helps with me not getting bored with my wardrobe because it will come up with things that sometimes are kind of uggo, but not always. And basically, it's a good way to automate but be stylish at the same time and get all of the good stuff that you could ever hope for. And you'll always be dressed to the nines all the time. Like, I wear my jeans at least 2 or 3 times. I might wear a skirt as long as it wasn't stained 2 or 3 times, depending on the nature of the skirt. So, being able to design my weekly capsule wardrobe around said pieces kind of creates the illusion of this chic put togetherness, the curation. It's almost like things were just happened to have fallen in this way where it was all intentional, because you want to scream that things are thoughtful and intentional when really they could easily just be automated. Next thing is number 3, getting into hosting. Even if you're in the studio, 1 bedroom, you could even do something online over Zoom. You could always bring in and do a luncheon with friends. You could host a picnic party in a park. You can do a coffee and chat kind of thing once a week. It's time for us to rebuild our relationships that we neglected in our hermit era, which might not even be that good for us, low key. So I always say bring baked goods in, whoever you sit with at lunch. It's an energy exchange. It's a way of boosting value within your group. It's a way of networking as well. And it's also a way of keeping people in your thoughts and keeping you in their thoughts, if that makes sense. We're like, oh my gosh, she gave me this cookie like many times. Maybe we should recommend her for something. That's the power, especially if you do kitchen witchery like I used to do. You're about to make people's dreams come true with them cookies. I love that for us. Next is my next one is being online with intent, like being present. Sorry, let me adjust myself. For being present online with intent. You don't always have to show up like an influencer and post every day, but then if you're not posting as much, you post with intent and you post like a celebrity that doesn't need to be on there anymore, but then decides to pop on as a sweet little treat for the people who are like, oh my gosh, it's her. I want you to have that mindset where it's like, I don't need to be on here, but I'm choosing to for fun and to connect with people. That otherwise would love to get a glimpse into my life that is otherwise sacred and secret. And I think that's such a good way to create a intoxicating magnetic personality online. And that's usually what I do. And I have found it to be greatly, greatly rewarding on top. 1 second, as this is refreshing, because it just needs to reload, I'm going to take a sip of my beautiful mocktail. This one's one of my favorites. I'm going to say this for a lot of them, guys. I'm so sorry. But that is romanticizing life by making it better. Yes, you can. The best way to romanticize your life if you're not happy with your life is simply to pursue making your life better. And I can do that through redecorating sacred spaces, turning your home into a temple. Like, for example, what I'm going to do with my back wall, this tapestry is going to get replaced. We're going to get some new sheets, but I want to make myself a really nice, lovely, like, canopy against the wall. And I would love to take a tapestry of like a swans or bunny tapestry. I'll get something printed out on fabric. Yes. And I would love to just hide it back there within my canopy curtains. I do have a ceiling fan, so I have to be wary of that. I did the math. I could easily have it out for like a small amount, probably like actually 1.5 feet, which is enough room to have that depth. I'll show you some images via Pinterest of what that would look like so you know what to expect. And she's going to be so fabulous. Yes. And you can do that on any budget. I believe in you. I believe that you can figure it out because good art and creativity comes with scarcity, because it comes with figuring out what you can do with the resources you have, and you end up making something more better and more unique than before. Next would have to be actually using AI for your vision boards. Find a way to create AI images of you. I've tried, they always make me look old, but maybe that's a sign. But create AI images of you in the positions you want to be in. Sometimes AI really does not like it because they think you're trying to do something sketchy. I'm like, no, I'm not trying to like blackmail someone. I just genuinely want to like be on the cover of a magazine as an example. There's tons of ways to go about that. But those are one of the core things that I think are really good to create a vision board that is not just interesting, but also acts upon the senses and really ingrains that this is something attainable for you because you're actually seeing it in front of you right now. And that in itself is an energy exchange. And I feel like that's more immersive. I think we should start creating vision boards with the appeal of being immersive and really actually not adding ourselves in there so we don't accidentally feel so detached from it. Next is so much fun, and that is the inspiration for this comes from the fact that when it comes to my body and shower routine, I run out of everything at the same time. Body wash, body butter, body scrub, body oil, my dusting powder, etc. I run out of it all at the same time. So I might as well take advantage of that, and you should take advantage of that too if you're in that situation to curate your scent for the season. My season is actually curated. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. I have a Trader Joe's peppermint body scrub. I have a Neutrogena body wash that's like pear and fruity. And then I am taking the Moroccan oil body lotion. So it's clean, soft, sweet, and nutty mixed with this like mint and fruitiness. It's just so light and it makes me feel so clean. And it's not super rich and thick because not everyone wants to smell like sugary donuts all the time, although I love doing that. And this is healing. This is healing my cognitive dissonance because every time I think of fruity like fragrances, I think of Claire's, and I know that's not the case. And we can have classy fruity fragrances in our atmosphere, in our spherical of being. And that's why I really sorry for like not like pausing. Sorry for pausing, but like I feel like this is a way to create a sophisticated scent for you for the season and to create a curation and to be thoughtful. And that's what I want for people in 2026. And that is to be present and to be thoughtful and curate with intent and to show up with intent and to know your intent. And overall, I think it smells divine. I was so shocked. I had to experiment with it on my hand. I thought it smelled absolutely divine, like divine. Next will be treating your hobbies like a second job. You do not know where it will take you. That's it. That's all I need to say. Next will be not telling yourself no. Like, let me explain. Let me explain. We tell ourselves no all the time as adults. We just don't realize it. And I personally think that if we decide to go back in time to when we were kids and our parents were like, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. Go back in time and think about what you wanted to be. When I was young, I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be a movie star. I wanted to be a princess. I wanted to be a millionaire. I wanted to be a author, and I wanted a grilled cheese. Some of that was very doable within the moment. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's time to stop telling myself no and start telling myself what if to make these things potentially happen. At least some of them. I wouldn't want to be a princess. I like my crop tops. That's how I imagine it. I wouldn't be allowed to wear crop tops anymore. But really, in the end, I deeply, deeply would love to basically really practice that in motion and create thoughtful decisions within my free time to curate and to step forward into this divine being, into this highest self I want to be and do, and this life that I want. And then I'm noticing that when I was practicing that, I was too tired to. I was like, oh, I'm too tired to do this. I'm too tired to do this. Now it's time to fix why are you so tired all the time, which is bringing you down to your routine and to your attachment to things. Do I have a dopamine deficiency, as an example, which is going to get into the stopping of doom scrolling. Our next one, stop the doom scroll. Sip. Hi guys, I hope I am finding you well. It's editing Mila here. I hope you're being cozied up somewhere or you're slaying somewhere, which you probably are 24/7 because I bet you are being your fabulous divine self 24/7 on autopilot mode. I just want to let you know that we're getting to the point in the video where things are about to slow down simply because the rest of it is going to be subscriber exclusive because this is your taste of castle economics, which is a subsection that is a subscriber exclusive section on my Substack, the Desktop Vanity, where I talk about beauty, pop culture, and feminist media studies. Castle economics is one of my most favorite things because it's all about selfish homemaking and hosting and everything as a form of self-care rather than serving men. And it's a way to reframe and retake what these things are as an act of self-love and community building, and all about also curating your chic, divine life like you deserve to have. If you love chic, coziness, cooking, baking, hosting, cutesy shiza like that, you should definitely look into becoming a paid subscriber. And you'll also get all of this content that I'm trying to make monthly, but you're also going to get the rest of this beautiful video on top, which is going to be extra fan tab. So if you decide to stay here or stay a free subscriber, on my Substack, I just want to wish you a most glorious, beautiful, happy holidays, whether you're listening to this version of it on Spotify or XYZ. I just want to wish you a glorious, happy holidays, a fruitful new year, amazing new year, and of course, a beautiful, fruitful, abundant, sexy, chic, amazing 2026. As a little special thanks, also because I'm really excited about it, I actually want to really quickly show you a little glimpse of my most recent article for Castle Economics. It's my 3 mocktail recipes for this season. I will be absolutely coming out with more. She's so divine, utterly chic. There's also like an ASMR recording that's kind of cringe, according to my mom, of me being like, oh my gosh, welcome in, welcome to my party. I want to let you know, happy, glorious holidays. And if I end up meeting you on the other side of my Substack as a regular subscriber or even as a paid subscriber, I just want to wish you the most glorious happy holidays as well, and I hope to see you there. Toodaloo, my loves. Kiss, kiss. Fall in love with yourself over and over again. Bye.